Let's take a look at a website that was affected during the Google Helpful Content Update, but now seems to be making a miraculous recovery. All right, before we dive in, I have a little bit of a backstory for this particular website. This website caught my attention because it was being passed around in a few of the SEO circles. And like everybody else, I wanted to know, what did they do to make this recovery happen? Something this industry is notorious for doing is coming up with theories and ideas of how to recover sites, but they never really show any data behind it or if their theories and ideas actually work when they are applied to the site. So there's a lot of noise out there, but because of how they frame it, we think they're showing data and that their theory must be correct. And this is very dangerous assumptions that we're making, because most of you then begin to tear up your site and make a whole bunch of changes based off a theory that really hasn't been applied to a site, or if it's been applied, we don't know the data behind it. Like, did they get the green arrows? Did everything start to recover? We really don't know the entire story, but then we begin to make changes to sites that may or may not help. So what I like to do, if I hear a theory that I really like, I will apply it to some of the pages, but not all of the pages. And I might even apply it across multiple sites and then track the data behind it. What happens to those pages before I begin to alter all of my pages across the site to figure out that none of it really worked. That was just a quick word of caution. It's just something that I see in our industry happening all of the time. Now, to dig into the site, I thought the site was being used to prove a theory, or I assumed it was being used to prove a theory. And so I started to dig into the site. So I took a look at Ahrefs, and you can see that the site started to go down around September 24th. So that's about the timing of other sites that I've seen go down during the Google Helpful Content Update. And you can see that it goes down, and then you can see that they're starting to go back up. Now, all of this was really, really exciting when I first started taking a look at it. So I started to look at their top pages, at least according to Ahrefs, which pages were doing the best. And then I started putting all of them into the Wayback Machine, and I looked at certain intervals of time before the Google Helpful Content Update, and then intervals of the site after the Google Helpful Content Update. And then I compared the pages and all of the content, hoping to see what they were doing to help recover the site. Now, the site itself is a really nice site. There is a lot of attention to detail. They did a really good job of not only making the site look really, really good, but their actual attention to detail in their articles is amazing. You can see how they put their articles together. They have tons of images. They break up the blocks of text. They even break up the text within the blog, which I think is absolutely brilliant on their part. They have their table of contents. So you can scroll through here and take a look at the site. I think this is a really well done affiliate site. Not only does it look good, but it reads really easy, not just on the desktop, but also on mobile. But let's get back into why I was even interested in the site, which is it's starting to show somewhat of a recovery, and they're starting to pick up after they were seemingly affected by the Google Helpful Content Update. And we're making assumptions because the chart definitely goes down in traffic during the dates of the HCU. And now you can see it starting to curve up. Now, they haven't gotten back to fully where they were before they were affected, but they are making really good gains. Now, for the depressing part of this video, I cannot find any changes that they made on the site. I cannot find changes that they made on any of their top ranking pages. And then I started to take some of their lower ranking pages and check those. I visibly cannot find changes that were made that can be attributed to the return of traffic. In fact, I can't find changes, period. Now, that doesn't mean they didn't make any. It just means I can't find them and I can't see them. Did they make changes off page? Maybe. Probably shouldn't have gotten caught up in the HCU update. It may have been collateral damage, and now we're starting to see it return, meaning there may not have been anything on the site that was unhelpful, but it still got caught up in the updates. We have seen this happen before. I did run it through the on-page tool real quick just to see how they were doing with entities. And honestly, they didn't leave many stones unturned. Why am I saying that term today? I don't know. Entities are all there. It's very well written. They break up the text. I mean, I just can't say enough good things about this website. And now you're wondering, then why the heck did you show us this website? Because of how this website was framed, it was assumptions that I was making. And then I realized there were a lot of people making the same assumptions before we started to critically think about it, which is, what were the theories? What was the data before the theory? What was the data after the theory? We're going to see more and more of these videos surface where we're talking about theories and what we think can help recover a site, but it becomes our job to ask, did you apply those theories? What were the outcome of applying those theories? Do I like those theories? Do I think I want to try the theories on my site? And before you take and tear up your entire site, test out a couple of pages first. It might save you a lot of work in the long run. I can't tell you how many times those theories turn out to be nothing when applied to sites. All right, in the end, all I'm saying is careful when you're going down these rabbit holes and making changes based off of your assumptions as to how something was presented to you.